How's it going, YouTube? I'm coming at you real quick with a video that I've been planning on doing for quite some time. This video is going to be on EDC, everyday carry. Now this video is going to be about tools that you should carry on your person every day for the form of survival and the form of self-defense. Quick disclaimer, these tools are not designed for you to just go out to cause bodily harm or bodily injury to people. These tools are strictly only for self-defense purposes and survival purposes. They're not for just reasons to do harm to other people. So these tools are not telling anyone to go out to get or to buy or purchase to hurt someone, but to defend yourself and those who need defending. Safety first, and we just use obviously common sense when we're dealing with these tools. So first off, let's talk about sidearms. Sidearms are good if you properly train with them and get the proper education on them. I think anyone that's able to obtain a license to carry, a concealed carry permit should, male and female. It's very important to, in my opinion, to take advantage of your Second Amendment right to bear arms. So if you can legally, then you should. But the thing about sidearms is you're only as good as you are with them. Meaning, if you don't practice with them, then you're no good with them. If you're not familiar with them, you're no good with them. If you don't know the proper size to fit your hand, that way you can shoot properly with it, it's not going to be any good for you. So firearms are very good, but they also can be very complicated. Yeah, it only takes pulling the trigger and it shoots. But for a self-defense purpose, you need to be efficient and practical with your sidearm. You need to know how to draw it, know how to pull it, when to use it. You need to know where it is so that you can get to it as fast as possible. Now, some places that you work, your employer may not allow you to carry a sidearm or firearm into your workplace. So what then? What happens when you run out of bullets? What then? What happens if you have a malfunction? What then? So sidearms is good. I carry a sidearm, and I think everybody should that can legally. But we have to think beyond that. Bullets run out, guns malfunction, and depending on your location, your place, you might not even have your sidearm on you or even able to carry it. So these tools that I'm going to be talking about today are going to be a lot more practical, more beneficial, more just faster to get to, and you can count on them to work at any given time. So we'll throw in a scenario just now. If somebody comes up behind you and grabs you like this, puts you in what's called a rear naked choke, it's probably going to be hard for a lady to, at that time, reach in her purse and get a sidearm out. Depending on if you're a male and you have your gun behind you, where a lot of men traditionally carry their guns, it's going to be hard to get back there, because once you start reaching behind your back, obviously your attacker is going to know that you're going for, 9 times out of 10, a gun. Even if your gun is on the side of you in a holster, inside the waistband holster or outside the waistband holster, if you start fumbling for that gun, you might actually end up giving your attacker a gun. So you want your EDC, everyday carry, tools in a position where you can get to them fast and you know exactly what's there in that location, so that you know when you go to that location, your tool is there and you know how to use it, and that you can use it fast and efficiently. So these things you need to train with, you need to I personally say you need to try to train with them every day. Regardless, if you go to a shooting range every day, safely unload your gun. Make sure that there's no bullets inside the gun, in the magazine or the chamber or the cylinders, and practice reaching into your side holster, pulling a gun, or acquiring a target, reaching behind you, or for the ladies, reaching in your purse. You can train with your sidearm many ways without firing a shot. Acquiring the sights and making sure that the front sight and the rear sight is lined up properly does not require a loaded gun. So these things are beneficial and a must for people that carry sidearms. You need to know your sidearms, no matter if it's a handgun or rifle or shotgun. You need to know those guns ins and out, how to use them, how to acquire them from their locations, and use them properly. So, but let's get to the main tools that I was going to talk about today. Because sidearms are great, but sometimes you're not going to be able to get to them, and sometimes you're not going to be able to have them. Be it if you're at work and you're leaving work, going to a parking deck or something like that. For you ladies or even guys, somebody might try to rob you leaving the mall. We're in the holiday seasons and we know these things happen. So you need something to get to and get to fast. So this is traditional how I dress every day. Every day, this is how I dress. Slide this over. Plain white t-shirt, athletic pants. I'm a self-defense instructor. I'm a firearms instructor, and I am also a personal trainer. So I dress comfortably. So I need tools that I can get to fast. I have my wallet in this pocket. I have my phone in this pocket. So I need to be able to get to my tools fast, no matter what. So if somebody came up behind me, I can reach in this pocket, pull out this. This right here is a knife. No matter what, this knife is going to cut and it's going to stab. That's what knives are designed to do, and that's what they're going to do. No ifs, ands, buts about it. This knife I've used and carried on me for right at 15 years now. I have used this as a deputy before I retired from the sheriff's office, and I've used this even to this day after I have retired. I have cut people out of seatbelts with this knife. I have cut through pants to expose broken legs on numerous calls. I've even gone camping and cut vines and things of that nature. I've actually filleted fish and stuff with this knife. So, but I carry this knife every day, no matter where I go. EDC, this is a part of my EDC carry. I can get to this knife and use it as fast as I need to. It is in my pocket. It is concealed. This no one sees. No one knows I have it. No one knows it's there. So if somebody came from behind and tried to choke me and I reached in my pocket, when I pull it out, it drags against my pocket and it opens. Here, this groove is designed specifically for that on this knife. It is designed so that when you pull it and it rubs against the inner wall of your pants or shorts, it opens and it releases. So this knife is going to be fast. It's going to be practical, and it's going to work no matter what. It doesn't matter. A knife is going to always cut. It's going to always stab. If the tip of this knife breaks off, which I've tried, it's not going to break off. This is a solid aluminum knife. It's reinforced tip. It's designed specifically for stabbing through car doors and other materials. If that tip somehow broke, it still will stab and it still will cut. So, less malfunctions, less worries. Knives are going to work exactly how they're supposed to work. It's a reason why the knife is one of the oldest tools man has ever had and used. We made them out of stone many years ago, and now we have obviously metals and stuff. So I will have a link in the description box to show you where you can get this particular knife and purchase it. It's a 13-inch knife overall. Let me show you. Compared to my arm, there you go. It's a 6-inch blade and a 7-inch handle. So it allows you to get a good grip on it, and you're able to use it and deploy it fast and accurately and use it. Wherever the hand goes is where the knife goes. The knife is exactly what that is. The knife is an extension of the hand. So wherever the hand goes with the knife in it is where the knife is going to go. So close counter combat in a close situation, you're able to use that knife more faster, more accurate, and more efficiently than a gun. No ifs, ands, buts about that. Because gun, you have to point it in a direction. If someone's behind you, you're putting yourself at risk also, and you can't see what you're shooting at. You might end up shooting yourself, and you don't want that. But that knife is going to go wherever your hand goes. So if somebody's behind you and you stab or you cut behind you, then that's going to be a lot better for you. Still, you will want to train with this knife, just like anything else, like your sidearm. Other weapon, tool, white t-shirt. I still am carrying a tool that's concealed, and it's here. It's another knife. This knife is a little bit smaller, right at 5 inches. Very sharp knife, very beneficial, especially for ladies. This knife is held in a sheath that's hanging around my neck like a necklace. It's in there secure. It's not just going to fall out. You really have to pull on it to get it out. But this is another tool that an attacker is not going to be expecting you to have. They're not going to know that you have this around your neck. So you can get to this knife fast and efficient. You should always, in my opinion, have two knives. You have two hands, so why not have two knives? So if I had to get to the knife in my right pocket and I need to get to the knife around my neck, I can do so. So I have one hand here, one hand here. So these are the tools that's going to help you in situations when self-defense is a must and survival is a must. Like I said, I've gone camping with actually both of these knives, more so with the knife in my pocket, so I've had it the longest. I've filleted fish with it. I've cut down small limbs and stuff. I've actually used it to start fires and things of that nature. These are the tools that you want to have for self-defense and survival. This knife also, I will have a link in the description box for you can see where you can get you that particular knife and knives like it. But this is the box that the first knife I showed you will come in, and this is the box that the second knife I showed you come in, which comes with the sheath that goes around your neck and obviously the blade. Oh, that was upside down. There you go. Both of these manufacturers make great knives. Honestly, I have well over 200 plus knives and many other weapons that I instruct with, that I teach with, that I go with my clients and classes and stuff. But a knife is your best friend. We've been using knives for thousands of years. They're going to cut, they're going to stab no matter what. So these two particular knives I really like because they're fast, they're practical, and they're going to function, they're going to work. So I will have more videos like this come out, touching on other things. But those two tools there are going to be the ones that will probably save your life a lot faster in a real life close counter combat situation than that of a gun. Guns are still good, but they have their place and their time. And when distance becomes a factor and the distance has been closed down, guns tend to have a little less practicality, when knives have almost unlimited practicality in those situations, in close counter combat situations. Also on my wrist here, touch on these real quick. These are survival rope bracelets. I never leave home without these. Both of them have compasses on them. That way you can never get lost. You know where you're going. There's the compass on that one. And here's the compass on this one. The only thing that sets these two apart from most, I guess you would say, survival rope bracelets that you can get from a convenience store or something like that, both of these have flints on them, meaning that they're fire starters. Everybody don't know how to start fire from scratch, from wood or from stone, which you should learn if you don't. But if you don't know how, these make it easy for you. Here's the scraper for that one, and here's the flint. You just scrape that across and it will start a fire, spark it. And here's the flint here. The first knife I showed you has a scraper on it. So that's how I was able to use it to start a fire when I was camping. It's just got a scraper on it, and I had just had a basic flint with me anyway. So I used that more so than I used my bracelet, because you don't want to just use up your bracelet when you have a flint already with you camping for that purpose. But these, I'll also have links in the description box where you can get these. These are very cheap. Well, I say cheap, they're low price, but they're very well made. And I've been wearing these pretty much every day for 4 years. 4 years. I used to wear ones like these prior to this, but they did not have fire starters on them. So I've been wearing these for like 4 years now. But those are the tools that I wanted to talk to y'all about today. And there'll be more videos like this coming out. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video. If you have any questions, make sure you go into the comment box and place your questions there, and I will definitely get back with you and answer those questions promptly. But knives are your friend. They work no matter what. They will cut, they will stab, they will slice, period, no matter what. Firearms are good. You need to practice and train with your firearms and your knives so that you know how to use them efficiently and accurately. And just know that you're always going to fall back on your training no matter what in any situation. So make sure that you're training properly for the what ifs. I think that's pretty much what I want to go over. EDC, everyday carry. Make sure when you design your personal EDC that you stick with what works. Once you find what's more comfortable for you, do not change that, because you don't want to get in a situation where you forget where this knife is, or where this sidearm is, or where what positioning is best to pull it out and things of that nature. You don't want to have any confusion when that time comes, because you're going to go to what you know and what you have trained and practiced in. So make sure you find a position for each tool that's going to be best for you and the fastest way to deploy that tool. That way there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You're better to get to it, you're better to use it efficiently, and everything will be good. Like this knife, it's there. It's ready to be used at any given time. If I reach in my pocket, this knife, all 13 inches of it is ready to be used, no matter what. I know that. I can pull it. I can use it with my eyes closed. I know how both of these knives work. I know that they're going to be there. I know that they're properly maintained. I know that they're sharp. I know they're going to do their job. And that's what you want to make sure that you know of in any proper or any supposed situation that occurs. But that's all I have for you today. And I have more videos coming. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. And please do comment, ask any questions that you might have in the comment box. And be safe, practice, train. Be prepared and train for war, but pray for peace. All right. Have a good day.